welcome to Fruitcakes versus Andromeda, the first game of week 3 of Scrimzone Season 8. I am joined today by Stav, my fellow caster. Say hi,
Howdy,
Stav.
hey.
Wow.
Howdy, hey. Hello, everybody.
Um, Draft will be
Or,
starting. Mhm.
never mind.
So far this season, just like as overviews, we are starting week 3, but Metabusters was supposed to have a break week last week, so they got an extra game versus Fruitcakes, which explains the Fruitcakes having an extra game and 101 Thieves only having one. And so Fruitcakes is 1 and 2. They've had pretty strong showings in most of their series. The Metabuster series was a bit one-sided, but that's just sort of how that goes sometimes. And in the other two were pretty close. It's exciting to see a good season starting. Andromeda, pretty similar actually, had a kind of close first series, and then I believe the other second series was pretty one-sided against them as well. So it'll be interesting to see how these teams, which have both been not inconsistent, but still getting their footing. It'll be exciting to see how they can show up against each other. All right, we can move on now to our champions to watch with each of these players. Just to go through some things that might be banned in draft. So Eric, very famous for those who are knowers, for his Trundle top, all the way back from I think it was season 3, on Are You Winning Son? Gained MVP for his top play despite playing support most of the season for his Trundle top, absolutely destroying, winning their only game of the season. So just a bit of a lore pick there for you. So yeah, we got that Trundle. Next up we have Mason on the Hecarim. Mason is very, very historically a player who has, a million champions that you'd want to ban for him. So, the Hecarim shows up here with a disgusting 18-10 ratio. Win-loss ratio. But, Udyr is obviously one of his main picks. He just, doesn't get it very often. But, Udyr, Hecarim, just, all of these, any jungler. He'll play any jungler, and he will kick your ass. All right, for Kai, he has played 2 games of Seraphim with, average of 3. KD, very, very strong performance, but we haven't had a lot of games to get to see him really shine. Kathy, of course, in the ADC role, known for the Xayah. Very proficient on other stuff as well, but the Xayah is really, it's what you're there to see, what you're there for. It's going to draw a lot of bans. And then Eden, not as familiar with another, relatively new player. But I think you tend to see a mix between the enchanters and the engage supports, and Rakan is a pretty good embodiment of that combination. Stav, do you want to talk about the Andromeda champions?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, Bean, he is known for that Mordekaiser top. I wouldn't be surprised to see him pull out the Scion either. He's been playing that a little bit in the mid lane. Apari, I don't expect to see the Kayn get through, but if he is allowed to play that Kayn, he's an absolute monster on it. Not to say he's not good on other champs. He's one of the innovators of set jungle, as well as playing some Viegos, some Kindred. He tends to play those big carry junglers that is gonna lead to an explosive matchup in the jungle. Stanley, recently coming out of retirement, he just got back to the States, so he's back on a reasonable amount of ping. He's very much a control mage player, from my understanding. He's actually from before I was around on the server, so I haven't seen him play much. I'm very excited for that. He is most known from my understanding, for his Victor, but his other control mages are not to be scoffed at either. Lithy, we haven't seen Lithy play very much ADC, but when she did play ADC, she picked up the Caitlyn. She did pretty well on it, but unfortunately lost that game. And Honan in the bot lane, obviously known for his Thresh. He tends to play very, very pick or poke oriented champions. Stuff like the Thresh, the Xerath is sometimes he'll play the Kog'Maw, usually not in support, but that is he is very much known for his Thresh. Recently, I think it was into Rift Sharks. Rift Sharks actually let it through against him and managed to clutch out that game. So we'll see if Fruitcakes is going to go for a similar strategy.
It's always fun seeing what sort of different draft strategies emerge throughout the season because, of course, you have certain players who are just like, reveal that they're secretly just like insanely strong on a certain champ or just like, consistently perform well enough so that people start to realize they're so good at that champ. But it's also fun because certain teams just like refuse to ban certain picks on principle, it feels like. So seeing, first of all, like who pulls bans and who refuses to give them is always be an interesting dynamic. And Andromeda is a team, I think, that has shown that they aren't afraid of certain champions that people are known for. They just, want to play to their strengths rather than, their opponents necessarily.
Yeah, absolutely. And as well on the side of Fruitcakes, if you leave that thresh up, you know it's going to be picked. So do you have something that you're very comfortable? Have you been practicing into that to try and bait out that pick and go for it? Especially because I believe um, actually no, I had it backwards. I thought that Andromeda was on blue side, so they would have the opportunity to first pick that thresh, but that doesn't seem to be the case. Andromeda had side select; they chose to go for red. As we get into champ select, what do you expect to see here for bans, Jacob?
So I saw there was a discussion, as there almost always is around Mason. Udyr for this, Udyr for that. I figure we are probably, Kane, of course. Udyr, I expect we will see banned. Andromeda is a team, they're a pretty fun group, but it would be pretty probably not the best draft decision to let the Udyr through. We are seeing Zaya come down from Kathy. Like I was saying, that's her premier ADC pick. She is not. I believe she is slightly negative on that. Yeah, but like it's been banned out, so a lot of times she gets it. It's whenever people are giving it to her so that they can counterpick it. So it's slightly unbalanced to show the stats in that way. All right, there's the Thresh, and all right, we are seeing Wukong come down instead of Udyr, perhaps referencing the hit game that just came out. All right, and we are still all three one trick.
Yeah,
picks.
I mean we see all three one tricks banned. All three of Andromeda's one tricks banned on the side of Fruitcakes.
Like I was talking before, you do have that Trundle pick from Eric, 3-1 on that 4 KDA. Obviously that's not something that you super want to first pick because Kathy has been practicing the Misfortune lately in their warm-up games.
And I think she pulled it out in the last series they played versus 101 Thieves as well.
I can either confirm nor deny these accusations, but I trust Stav. If Stav is lying,
shoot me.
Yeah, shoot. I'll shoot him with a gun.
Now the big problem with blind picking Trundle in this situation is that Trundle actually doesn't do that well into Mordekaiser.
Right, when
Dean is both very comfortable on the Mordekaiser and it's a counter pick for him. So I think blind picking the Trundle might be a little bit of a risky move. Right. The Lux picked up, I would assume, for Lithy. So that means that Lithy's most likely going support with Honan ADC. This is a swap that we somewhat expected to see. Honan and Lithy are two very flexible players. They both play both of the roles in the bot lane. If the Thresh is banned, I wouldn't be surprised to see Lithy swap to support. And there's the Jhin pick. That is a classic Honan ADC pick. Like I said, he likes playing pick and poke champions, and Jhin is absolutely a pick champion. So Lux Jhin going to be locked in for the bot lane of Andromeda. Very strong bot lane, and two of the most comfortable champs for those bot laners. You can ban out all three of the one tricks, but they will still get picks that they like.
Oh yeah. It does seem like this is going to be Honan ADC Lithy support here, unlike the assets. Thanks Andromeda for being so flexible. Lame, making my job hard. We're seeing the Rel come down.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, pick an aggressive bot laner with the Misfortune. Rel ult is absolutely crazy. So once you get that level 6 combo, you're gonna be going. Your opponents are gonna have to respect you quite a bit, especially as well into an immobile support like Lux, an immobile squishy like Lux, I should say. That's a pretty good pickup. And the Shyvana has been really high priority for Mason. He's been playing that a lot, so not a super shocking pickup.
Right.
And then Apari goes to, like I said, one of his best champions that isn't Kane is the Viego. So a lot of very comfortable picks for Andromeda, as well as some really good synergy and comfort and meta on the side of Fruitcakes. We see the Trundle ban. Obviously, like Jacob was saying, that's a pick that you really have to respect. If you're Andromeda, you don't want Eric picking that up. Katarina banned as well from them. I would assume that's for Kai.
Yeah, Kai's a menace on these assassin, like AP assassin champions.
As well as the Scion, like I said, Bean plays that a little bit in the mid lane. Wouldn't be too much of a stretch to see him pull that out top. And Mundo, just I think a meta pick. Mason's been raving about the Mundo.
PB in Twitch chat saying bullshit. Why can they play Rel? You just got to start inting on it, man. You got to stop performing every single time you get it. Like,
yeah, for sure. Oh, the Alistar picked up for Andromeda. I guess that was a little bit of a bait on the Lithi pickup for Lux. That is actually going to go over to Stanley. Unfortunately for Andromeda, though, they do want to leave counterpick to topside, so they're going to have to break the flex pick before Fruitcakes picks their mid laner.
Unfortunately for me, I have no idea what's going on with that.
Yeah, I think it's still Lithi support, but Stanley's going to pick up the Lux.
Yeah.
Would be my assumption.
Well, I think
although maybe who knows?
I don't know if she plays Jhin ADC.
Yeah. I'm saying maybe I think Honen's playing the Jhin, Lithi's playing the Alistar.
I have no idea what she plays. I'm going to assume that's true.
But Lithi is known for her enchanters. This is a little bit of a new side we're seeing, if that is actually Alistar for her. Kai picking up the Ahri. I don't know how that matchup goes, but with the fact that Ahri has Ahri R, I would imagine it's a pretty good matchup for her, because it's really hard for the Lux to be able to hit anything once they get 6. And Eric getting the Darius, a really honestly pretty safe blind pick if you're looking to bully in the top lane.
Yeah. I don't. Oh,
Kled. Oh,
that's an unusual one.
Well, I haven't seen a Kled in years. That's a lie, but it feels like it.
Yeah, right. All right. Assuming if I have these wrong, somebody yell at me. But I think that these are the roles and the champions. This one feels pretty uncontroversial for an Andromeda draft. Let me reset all the way back to slide 1 somehow. OBS is ready. Okay. So, looking at the records of these champions throughout the history of the server, Darius has been a very, very popular pick and has been a very, very strong pick. Although the KDAs haven't been that strong. Shyvana, very positive KDA. Why are you? I think that's a lot largely from Jonah's domination in season 4. Was it 5?
I haven't been around that long, so I don't.
Oh,
know.
You missed that! Wow,
I missed that.
So you joined season 5, right?
I joined. So if this is season 8,
yeah,
then I joined season 6.
Okay, so I think it was season 5. That was it was his stint. Ahri is again a popular champion. I guess these champions are never mind. I'm looking at the other side of the roster. I was like, oh, maybe 30 to 20 is pretty popular. No, look at Lux. 73, 68, very good KDA.
Yeah.
Jhin, I believe, used to be one of the top champions of the server. I'm still definitely up there, but now is a little less popular. Although, so I know that if we were to compare later Honen's win rate on Jhin to the average, he'll definitely be outshining that. But it looks like out of all the champions, a lot of Fruitcakes champions are pretty strong, like historically, and a lot of Andromedas are pretty weak. But of course, that may not be the most meaningful data at the end of the day. All right, if we're looking at these champions head to head, we have no Darius Kled data, which kind of makes sense. Like you were saying, like when's the last time I saw Kled in Scrims? Gosh dang it! No, you're in chat. Ban that guy. Shyvana and
already done.
Viega, good shit. Nom are 1-1. Basically, all these matchups are like very few games played. MF Jhin is the most games, and it's like a slight lead by Jhin. But not saying much. Shameless to watch. Who cares? We already did picks. All right, so comparing Mason to Apari, this is like our key matchup, I think. So just like looking at overall games, Mason of course has some of the most games played in the entire server and an incredibly good KDA and win rate to back it up. Looking at the head-to-head matchup, these guys, despite Mason's overall experience, Mason's only up 1 game and is actually down in KDA. So it's pretty exciting to see some new blood coming into challenge some of the more established figures. Obviously, Apari's been here for a little bit now, but Mason's been here for a little bit longer, I'll say. Going on to the key players, Kai is definitely someone we want to keep an eye out on. He plays some very exciting champions mid while also, playing some of these slower, Seraphine type picks, just like for picks. Has a pretty good KDA for the win rate and the 18. Wait, what? Oh, champ also plays a wide variety of champs for the amount of games played. So it'll be exciting to see him go against one of our, again, most established. I feel like it's a bit of a dichotomy here, right? The same way that Mason and Apari is Kai versus Stanley. All right, next, our key player on Andromeda is Honan. Honan, there's a lot you could say about him. He controls drafts. It's very, very hard to ban him out because he just plays any champion in any role. Because if you look at his picks, I think he's played all of them in the ADC role.
He's also played some of them in the top lane role.
Yeah. It's so last time we saw him play Jhin, that was in the Rift series, and that did not go the most amazing, I will say. We were casting that one. And he started playing a bit of a roaming play style where I think he ran top at some point for an ult. So that's that classic Honan jolt of adrenaline into the game. I apologize. I had not tried the custom. Oops, it's fine. I'm here now. Nobody was like spam pinging me. But yeah, so it'll be exciting to see if he can get that sort of like run back for the Jhin pick. Is there anything you want to say about any of these guys?
I mean, not really. I think the jungle matchup is going to be really interesting. We have two of the strongest junglers in the server, Apari, playing very, very well, as well as Mason, again, playing very well, unless he's on the Senna support. But yeah, no, I think the jungle matchup is going to be really interesting, as well as, I mean, every lane's really going to be interesting. I mean, like you said, we have that dichotomy, especially in the mid lane, right, with old blood versus new blood, where I haven't seen Kai play very much. I don't know if he's played in previous seasons, but this is the first time in my tenure in the server that Kai's been on a team, as well as Stanley's. So
I believe that Kai
Stanley has played. Stanley has been on a team.
Yeah.
He's been captain of teams.
Right. I believe that Kai has been in the server for maybe one extra season, but has just played sign up sparingly. So it's exciting to see him like actually join as like a main roster slot. I'm not even sure he was a sub before.
Mason, the Udyr shows up for you because even though you don't play it much, when you do play it, it is not fun for the enemy team.
It would actually be interesting if we could look at like presence, because like since we've started tracking bans, obviously Mason's Udyr is going to be up there. Like Udyr presence in his games is very high, even though the actual pick rate isn't. But so Dean, if you're ever watching this, which I assume you do since you watch everything, yeah. So just let me know if you have any thoughts on how, if we could incorporate that. Obviously, it's kind of weird because we don't have all-time data.
Mason has a 96% presence on Udyr, 4 picks and 21 bans.
For how long?
For this season.
Okay, yeah. So I mean,
for all seasons, we don't have a presence stat.
Mm-hmm.
But for season 7, it was 97. So
yeah, so
6 picks and 60 bans. So yes, you never play that champ, but
it's for a reason.
You never get to play that champ.
All right, so season records. Lux has been a very, very popular pick. I suppose just like in the game overall, we have a lot of Lux players. Very even KDA. Shyvana is 4-0. But other than that, Viego is 5-9. But I think those are the only two.
I think the Shyvana stats are probably skewed by Jonah and Mason being the only two people who play the Shyvana.
Yeah,
and they are. Jonah is extremely good at the AP Shyvana, and Mason's been playing a lot of the sort of hybrid Shojin into AP build that we've been seeing.
Yeah. it's interesting to see like what champs like, you know, because looking at stats in general, people are like, oh, you know, you 45% win rate for this champion is actually like cracked out of the you know, that's not a phrase, actually like cracked as hell. So like, you know, just depending on like the strength of the champion, how difficult they are to play, and then like of course in the server how many one tricks we have is always very interesting to look at. Overall records, I think we already looked at this. Yeah. Rel has been very strong, and PB wonders why he never gets it. Come on. Yeah, so champ matchups, barely any data. Wait, does it just show the slides twice? Is that supposed to happen? Is this my fault somehow? It couldn't be my fault. Huh. Well, I'm gonna blame Dean. So, is that an emote in Twitch chat?
Is what?
Blame Dean? Or isn't that a Discord emote?
It is, yeah.
Yeah, we should have it in Twitch chat. I love blaming Dean. It's one of my favorite pastimes. All right, we should be loading in to the game pretty soon now. All right, we can do some analysis of the skins while we're here. Is it not showing up?
Nope.
I think it just happens. All right, we got a lot of poor people this screen. I need to stop saying that.
I still don't see the game.
That's not good. It has it. What the heck?
No.
I feel like generally, okay, well, this is not good if the game is loading and they can't see it. Okay, what? Why couldn't you guys see the loading screen? Well, it is what it is, I guess.
Well, yeah, now we can see the game.
Can you see it enough, or do you want me to stream the?
I can see it. I can see it well enough. Oh, wait, but I can't get audio. So yeah, if you could stream the game directly, that would be great.
Oh, is the League playing on my the desktop speakers? I can't tell. It is. What is going on, guys? Why? What? I am experiencing some audio issues. All right.
All right. Both teams are scoring regular 5-point. Neither team has a really strong invade, so that makes sense.
Minions have spawned.
I expect top lane to be an absolute slugfest.
Oh yeah.
But like until level 6, I don't think a crazy amount of stuff is going to happen in mid lane and bot lane, especially with that Alistar pick, just able to completely shut down the.
Wait, we didn't actually like talk
pick.
about like who we think won draft. I forgot about that.
I'm not. I think drafts are certainly interesting. Honan on the Alistar and Lissy on the Jhin is not something that I expected.
I was wrong about that. God damn it, guys! This is why we did all this yapping, and the champions. Well, I guess no. The player stats are wrong, but like that's fine.
As usually happens in my goodness, as usually happens in Scrims Zone games.
Oh, someone's mouse died.
The directed camera is just focusing on the top lane.
Yep. We've had the whack. I feel like directed camera since like spectating his comeback has just been really, really weird.
Yeah, it really likes staring at top lane.
At the most random times. But okay, so hopefully we don't have to wait too long for a pause. It looks like they should be coming back soon. Okay, yeah, and we are back.
Alrighty. There you go. Honan has revived his dead mouse.
Just gave him a little treat for battery.
We're back in the game. I think early game, bot lane should absolutely, like first couple of levels, bot lane is probably favored towards free kicks.
Yeah.
Alistar is not a very strong champion level 1.
I don't know what that
combined with just how strong the rel is at that level.
It just stops. And
go back in
I
time.
did. I see. I went back.
Oh, okay. And so Yeah, I mean, that Misfortune Rel is able to get the level 2 first, and potentially look to get a cheater recall here, as similar things are happening for Fruitcakes in the top lane, where we see that Eric is able to get a really strong prio lead early on, and he's able to start building that slow push to try and get an early crash. I love watching bot laners farm. This is riveting gameplay.
Oh yeah. I do think it is interesting here. Like we were talking about, with the support and Honan ADC. I'm not sure how many Alistar games we've seen from Honan. We've almost certainly never seen the Eden and Honan matchup bot. But it seems like they're sort of, farming it out so far, I guess. I want to see some blood. I don't care from who. Lithi's getting some autos down on Kathy. Honan's going in.
Oh, Honan gets an engage, but I don't think much is going to happen of this, especially because they took back above their jungler there.
That was a really good trade back from Fruitcake spot lane on Honan's engage. They were pretty confident there because of the Shyvana, but they just did not show his presence. They're just confidently traded back and won. They are stepping up a little far to Alistar, but Viego's top with the scuttle, so it's kind of like he engages here. We really direct camera. See, I don't know. Direct camera, like, why is it showing every lane? I don't know. Oh no!
Kai steps up a little.
Oh, really good
luck
luck
by the
steal.
stun by a
Wow.
Really, really good awareness by Ari to be there.
Yeah. And well played by both Ari and Stanley. And
yeah,
Oh
oh
my
my goodness! And the Kled wins that 1v1 just barely in the top lane. That was so close. I believe both summoners were used by both players. No, actually,
Darius
Eric
didn't
used a
use
single
any.
summoner there.
wow,
Eric not thinking that he needs it, but that ignite just
Biting
taking
him
him
in the
down,
butt.
preventing the healing on the Darius Q, and able to pick that one up for Beam.
that flash was nasty. I agree. Oh wait, someone started a prediction. That's exciting. Thank you. I assume maybe it was either or Mason to think he won. It was probably not Mason actually. Now that I think about it. Thank you, Noah. Mason's probably like a little busy. All right, so we are seeing a engage from Honan. The W from the Jin is going to land this time. This should not be a kill, but that was a really big trade against Eden.
Yeah.
Honan's going a little deep there. He's gonna get exit traded.
Yeah, and Eden able to get a really nice stun onto Honan, getting the shield for themselves, as well as allowing, like you said, an exit trade by Kathy. With the style that bot lane has, Mason is going to have this great break.
The flash
Oh my-
engage. Oh, he gets out.
Mason is able to get out.
But Eden dies for it.
Burning the flash. Eden dies.
Oh, no!
And the flash forward by Lizzie, able to pick up that kill as well. Oh my goodness. And Kathy has to flash as well. This might be a dive angle.
No, they should just go for the dragon, right? Can we
looks
stop
like-
playing the top lane, or we
It looks like Andromeda wants to get this dive off. We're going to sacrifice the dragon in this case.
No, yeah.
Party's going to start taking drugs in the end of the jungle.
we really should just go for the dragon?
Stanley's going to do his best to try and stop Kathy's back as Honan walks up for a cheeky Q. And Liffy's busy covering the wave. Jin at this point in the game doesn't have very much wave clear. I don't know if they can actually get the dive. Eden is coming back. The wave clear is not coming out fast enough for Liffy. So they're going to have to abandon this. I don't know if they can even take Drake at this point. They just gave Fruitcakes a free back. So eventually, they theoretically and in practice have more items than Andromeda here, but Fruitcakes opting to just give it up. Mason going up towards Grubs and that up in response.
I'm just curious about the prediction here. It looks like we had 60% Andromeda, 40% Fruitcakes, basically. But we had a 3-to-1 ratio of who bet, so we had more Andromeda voters for less overall each. So looking to
Yeah, Fruitcakes voters are just rich, I guess.
exactly
Mostly Mason, I would presume.
for real. No, I mean I've got 40k points myself. I gotta put that all on the team.
I have. Well, I'm not logged in. If I was, I would have no.
Oh, and they're
And then another kill up in the top lane. This time, Eric taking down.
yeah, like we were talking about this, very bloody lane. Two pretty fun players who just like to fight. And then Khaled versus Darius, of course, is just gonna be butting heads, if you excuse the bull pun.
Kathy's coming a little too far. She has no mana. She's gonna get bursted down. Lithie has to reload though. She's not gonna be able to get that kill as Eden comes in, keeping in to save the day. If Eden can do enough damage, so there might be an angle for Kathy to lift. Eden has to reload, but they're gonna opt to play it safe and just fall back. There's no jungle pressure here for either side. If Conan succeeds, that could be a dive angle.
Yeah. It's been very cool seeing, Honan, obviously notice playing very aggressively on the Thresh. That, of course, is going to carry over onto these other engaged supports. He's just making play after play for Lithie. Looks like he may be eyeing here. Obviously, it's a little deep, and there is a Shyvana right there that they do know about. But
yeah, Mason in the right place to relieve the dive pressure there. It just completely diffuses the tension, and the Andromeda bot lane is going to be forced to probably look to reset here, or like they're opting to do instead, go for a couple of wards. As they might look for a redive here. I suspect that's not the case. They know that Mason's in the area, and they know that Apari is topside. So I doubt anything is going to happen here. As Mason, Apari, meanwhile, is looking for something in the top lane. He's not able to find anything. Eric backs off. No vision, but I guess feels the vibes, or doesn't pick up when he doesn't know where the enemy jungler is. And overall, just tension diffusal on the side of Fruitcake. Andromeda is looking to play aggressive, get those ganks in, but Fruitcake get those ganks and those dives. Fruitcake is doing a good job of just putting their jungler in the right spot and sort of slowing the game back down from where it wasn't going to go.
Yeah, we'll say in terms of just like the gold deficit, almost every member of Andromeda does have a kill as compared to just Eric, who has a kill on top. But especially like in Mason and Kathy have been despite having, I guess Kathy doesn't have a death, but like they both are ahead in CS despite the team's overall death record. So just like ups to them for keeping that farm up despite the slightly unfortunate start to the game. Eden did roam mid here, and it looks like Honan is pathing up as well. Grubs are spawning in a minute, and it looks like Eden is walking back down to bot while Honan is walking up into that pit. So that'll be interesting. See if Fruitcake can make it engage play on Jhin, who should be playing very safe right now. Meanwhile, Andromeda should just be securing Grubs. Although Darius flashes in and is going to get a kill on
What a
Kled.
fantastic play. That was another nasty flash, as Arnie would say, by Eric, getting that return kill, just perfectly executing that. Knows exactly how much damage QR is going to do there. Gets the kill and is able to shove in and get some.
Oh, no!
He might get executed.
Oh, it's a kill.
So sad. That's actually a kill going over to B.
The Gluckskew.
That is still a net
Lux flashing in, no!
For Eric.
Honan could have flashed in there, but I do not think First Down the flash was the play. What is happening? You're talking, early active starts to the game, and now we're going to slow it down, and now it's just like everything's happening all at once.
Yeah, Eric finding a good angle on the top lane. Eden looking for a real mid. It seems like Fruitcake is trying to turn, not just slow down the tempo, but actually turn around.
Absolutely.
Alistar flashing in the mid lane. Alistar flashing in. Mason are in.
Gets exhausted.
Go down, but maybe not.
Honan picks up the kill, which is suboptimal.
Is able to flash forward, pick up that kill, and Honan gets the return.
Kled ulting in. Darius is there to block it.
Yeah, Darius does a good job blocking that Kled R. I don't think anything's going to happen here. Kled is just really tanky along with that Alistar, as well as Eric not having ult. The pressure is going to go back to the top lane. I do want to say, even though Eric died in the top lane, that is actually still a net positive for him.
Oh yeah, because it's such a big wave crashed on our
Yeah, the wave crashed under Bean's tower during that kill, and so that was actually able to slow push. All of Bean's minions were annihilated, and Eric was able to pick those up. So he's actually amassed himself a 12 CS lead. That's 13 CS off of just trading that kill, and then them both collectively roaming mid. without being fixing the wave first.
Yeah.
This is why setting up waves is so important.
For anyone who thought that League was a really cool, exciting game about like fighting enemies, nope, it's about waves. So there's that. But yeah, so like you were saying, Darius just got like a massive advantage there. Just looking at the gold, he's up 400 gold at 12 minutes.
400 gold minus the first blood gold that Sun got.
Right.
So just playing waves, he's actually 800 gold up from just playing the waves correctly.
All right, Honan is engaging here on the realm. Not sure what that's going to do with the bone plating. I believe she has bone plating. It looked like bone plating. Should not have. Oh, it went away. What the heck? Yeah, she does have bone plating. I know how this game works. Yeah, I mean, I was going to talk about that, but like, I mean, who cares?
Oh, we're looking fast. Some stuff's going down on the top lane.
And the camera immediately goes back to bot.
Andromeda's able to get those.
Like, what's happening here, guys? What's happening here?
Stanley,
And then I press drag and it's back to bot.
I get it. As we continue to look bot lane, maybe directed camera knows something that we don't.
I feel like it really has gotten like so cooked, like in the past couple of months. I don't know.
There's two takes here. Maybe
more cooked. Actually.
Maybe directed camera has gotten cooked, or maybe we just know the game so much better that we just know what we need to be looking at. As something breaks down in the bot lane.
Rel ult coming down. Cathy has no mana.
An Alistar combo onto Eden.
The kill?
Eden and Cathy doing a really good job waiting out the Alistar ult, but they're not able to get anything in return. As the party looks at the game, the top lane
stun drops. That's it.
Stun goes down.
The shallow Vega ult there.
And a Jin ult by Lifty.
Oh no!
He missed. Okay. Oh my goodness.
Cathy should be alive here. Okay.
Lock down Eden enough for Lifty to be able to get that
drop
kill.
that force shot. Okay. I think that it's possible for Lifty to pick that up there with some really clean mechanics because Cathy doesn't have the barrier or the flash. But playing it safe there is probably smart if you're not super confident because it is a bit risky.
Yeah, I mean, playing it safe is the right choice there. Even if you don't get the fourth shot off, Cathy and Eden are supposed to run down and into you. So even if you can't quite get that fourth shot off to get the kill, there's still a shot that you can just flash fourth shot auto attack from there.
Yep.
To pick up the kill because of the way that Lizzie placed that ult.
All right, so just looking at the jungle here, I mean, so Mason has died twice. They've both gotten the kill, but Mason, on Shyvana, of course, is going to be power farming. That means the gold is relatively even between them. Alistar, again, is out roaming Rel just a little bit. I mean, that is the Honan sauce, right? Cathy looks to be engaging on Lithie here. Okay, I think with one more auto, the ult could have come down, but that makes sense.
Yep. Cathy really taking advantage of the damage and sustained damage advantage that the MF has, especially at one item versus the static shift Jin. She has a lot more damage there, so Cathy able to abuse the fact that Honan is roaming and Lizzie steps up too far, not quite respecting her enough.
We didn't really talk about the grubs. I mean, we talked about it a little bit in terms of like, whoa, he's roaming, and then like they just ended up fighting mid instead. But yeah, so just like. Fruitcakes, despite being down in gold, did end up with 5 out of the 6 grubs, which of course is going to enable the oh, that's not
a really good W by Licky, able to follow up into the combo by Honan. I think that's
no!
As the MF will get canceled immediately, but the rest of the 6 to back up. Licky. Oh my goodness.
Master bait.
Fruitcakes is turning this around really good. I believe that was a TP by Kai. They're able to pick up those kills, and Drake is spawning in 56 seconds. So not quite enough time, but they are going to be able to essentially drop this tower in here.
Wait, did you drop a special Honan sauce at some point that I missed? Because I'm pretty sure I didn't say that.
No, you said it.
I said that?
Yeah.
Are you serious?
We were talking about how Honan got Roman. That's a special Honan
do
sauce.
not remember saying that. That's crazy. Are you sure?
Yeah.
Did I black out?
I think you blacked.
That's crazy. No, one said it was me. All right, we do have a double flash coming up from top lane.
A fight is breaking out. Yeah. I think Darius just sort of walks out here.
I think Nom's gaslighting me. Kled survives. He's fine. Okay.
The Q not quite in range for Bean, but if we look back in the top lane, Mason
why are we
is
showing
there to try and make a play.
MF hitting
He
nothing?
doesn't quite have full fury, so he's not going to be able to ult the ball. He's going to go back and take the romp. Maybe directed camera was onto something there.
I don't. Well, nothing happened.
But in the meantime, Andromeda going to start setting up for the Drakes. They saw Mason on a ward in the Tri-Bush. They know Eden's there as well, so they're completely safe with this drop set up for this Drake. That is really big for Andromeda here. It is protected. As the game just speeds up, and yeah, Mason's caught.
My computer is broken.
Masson gets caught out. That's going to be clean 2-0 for Andromeda.
Wow.
And they're going to just turn around and get this Drake. That is soul point. That's really big for them, especially on this. Especially trying to prevent. Fruit Snake from getting that.
Oh no! Okay,
getting that soul. Fruit Snake does really well with Drakes here. They are a really big fight combo as well. The Lana.
Oh no!
The Ari and the MF. No, Honan not quite getting the combo. He's not going to fall.
Oh my
god!
god!
For Andromeda, but that does mean that Kathy is safe here.
Dude, that's like the second time this game. I'm sorry.
Ari is going to drop the Herald over the wall as he goes in on Mason.
Diego does not have ult here.
Might be a little too far up here, but the rest of the Fruit are here to back him up. Not quite going to drop the tower here. Mason is turning down the bot side as Kai comes to take his place in the mid lane. I wouldn't be surprised if Mason goes and tries to kill the spot, but at the same time, there's a lot of pressure being applied here.
Wow.
Kai gets a really good ult over the wall.
Ult over the wall!
Arm on Stanley continues to go in. Honan gets a
Honan gets the Kai gets the ult reset. Can he tag Stanley? No, he cannot.
Kathy's ult not quite hitting much as Eden is going to get traded back. So that is a Honan for an Eden. I'm not quite sure who's favored there.
I'd say definitely Andromeda here, just for the pressure.
Yeah, as well as the fact that now there's 2 low members on.
Exactly, look at that.
On Fruit Snakes to prevent that tower from going down.
This one's free.
And
yeah.
This game is slowly being pulled out of Fruit Snake's hands. They now have lost the main tower that prevents them from getting. That prevents them from playing the map as well as they'd like to, and just gives Honan the ability to roam so much more. Getting those crazy angles from like flashing over random walls is exactly what Alistair wants to be able to do, and dropping that mid tower is going to allow Andromeda to do that. Gold is still not too far apart.
I mean,
you know, it's
not too close either.
A 3.5k gold lead for Andromeda. That's not.
It's mostly on their top
That's
side.
not an insurmountable lead. I'll put it that way.
Right.
And a lot of that lead seems to be fairly evenly split throughout the team.
Yeah.
Although top and mid are very far ahead for Andromeda.
Jhin has static shiv. I don't know what Jhin builds nowadays.
Jhin nowadays tends to build static shiv first. It gives him a little bit more movement speed. I was talking about this last series that Andromeda played. It was Andromeda versus Rift Sharks.
I blacked out.
Playing roaming Jhin, and he built, I think, Collector IE.
Yes, yeah.
Which nowadays on Jhin is not optimal, especially if you're playing that roaming style. But if you're just looking for raw damage, which is what Honan is wanting a lot of the time, then it can be good. But usually nowadays you go static shiv for some wave clear, as well as some movement speed, which just lets you get around the map a little bit faster. Because ultimately in the mid game, your goal as Jhin is to just land some good W's. So you just need to be able to walk to the fight as fast as possible. And second, you usually go RFP. Again, a lot of the reason for doing a lot of attacking here is to be able to survive, because it actually does give you movement speed and crit. As I'll finish that thought because the fight is breaking around the mid lane. Alright, continuing on with my thought. As well as the fact that Rapid Fire just lets you pick and choose who you get your fourth shot on with a lot easier, which is honestly more important than having more damage on that fourth shot. If you can just hit a fourth shot on a full health tank, what does it matter if you have Collector, i.e. it's not going to do any damage.
Alright, so
as Stanley lands a good root onto Eden, able to follow up with a really good follow-up by Listing and Honan. That was some really good chain.
Yeah, that team play was beautiful. Okay, that's Scrappy Flash. Alright, so it is worth now noting that Rel is dead for 23 seconds. Dragon is up in a minute 10. She will be up for that. And she has ult. I do not believe she'll have flash in a minute based on that cooldown timer. But Fruitcakes really cannot be giving up soul. I think that would pretty much seal the deal. Or sorry, not Fruitcakes. Fruitcakes, I apologize. Cannot really give up soul here though. That would be muy mal.
I don't know how you say bad in Spanish.
Mal.
Is that it?
Yeah.
Alrighty. Well, I guess you're not mixing up your languages.
I think so. Why am I bad in Spanish? No. Norwegian detected.
Real. Oh, as Eric's going to get caught out here, I would assume a good flank by Honan. I was not looking at my screen, I was looking at Jacob's screen. Good job, Honan, cutting out Eric there.
Nobody will know why we cackled there.
True. Someone in chat tell me what happened there. As Eric being dead means that it's going to be really hard for Fruitcakes to
nice
contest this, especially with Cassie being mid lane.
No! Rel ulting the...
Yeah, Rel gets the ult. There's not really much to do with that ult. And basically also gets caught out.
Mamma mia. Yeah, this is not...
You are a multilingual
I have a
man
way with
today.
words, yeah.
You really do.
So yeah, this is not... This dragon pretty much seals the deal for Andromeda as far as I'm concerned. I mean, we have... I can't do math. Stop count. How much is the goal difference? I refuse to count.
That is a 4.5.
We got a 4 point whatever K goal difference.
No, 5.56.
Plus the effective dragon.
I spent all day at work today doing math. I'm also bad at math.
And of course you have that raw gold. Plus the effective dragon from 4 Drake straight. Plus the Infernal Soul. That's much gold deficit. And I mean, really, who's gonna lead the charge back for Fruitcakes? I mean, pretty much everyone is behind them. Actually, is everyone behind their lane support? Yes. ADC, yes. Mid, yes. Jungle, yes. Top, yes. All right, so every individual member is alone. Opponent shots out base there. Just gives them a little love tap.
They said hi bye in the jungle.
Yeah. All right, so we do have Baron up. Of course, Elder is not up for another 5 minutes. So, I mean, really, if Andromeda gets Elder here, the game is probably truly lights out. So, I mean, but if you look at the vision on the map here, it's just so hard for Fruitcakes to walk anywhere without getting caught out, especially into a champion like Lux, like Jin, who can trap off of Lux's CC from very far ranges. And now you have Kled extending a little far, probably is going to be out here.
Yeah, Eric turning the ghost here to just get there a little bit faster. As 4 members of Fruitcakes are here and a 5th member TP's in. Try and follow
Okay.
And Andromeda comes here to that is a really big Lux by Stanley catching 2 people there. Eden and Kathy were both caught by Lux Cube into a fantastic Lux card to just steal their fates there.
Fish in a barrel? Okay.
Fish in a barrel here? Oh, not quite.
All right, so that should just be Baron? Oh my gosh!
Eric getting a good pull onto a party here, able to get the ult.
Cracking
that might
the
be
skull.
a reset party
That's
here.
900 gold.
If Fruitcake's about to get a reverse flashback to the Metabusters game.
Ooh. Oh, the flash 4 shot.
As absolutely not. Liffy is able to flash in and shut that shit down before it happens.
Honan's special sauce is shooting all over the place, brothers. All right, so Kathy is trying to defend here. She does have ult to trim any prospective waves that might be attempting to end the game. Why is the camera here? I mean, it's just following them out, I guess. I don't know, but I'd rather see Fruitcakes, but exit trading. But
yeah, and with that soul, with
I guess
with those inner towers going down, this game feels really, really hard.
Yeah.
If you're Fruitcakes. Your only hope is to try and get a miracle team fight with a perfect Kathy ult with an Eden ult combo.
Yeah.
Even still, I'm not sure that they do understand.
All right, Lux managing to land the Q on Shyvana here, and that is going to. Okay, yeah. Oh my god, yeah, that's
doing a lot of damage. Only just turns around and presses his R button and makes.
Oh, we have a side engage onto the Kled, but Kled is just gonna melt Kathy.
Yeah, that's a really good pick by Beam. Conan trying to look for more, but he's not quite able to get it. Even with the ult off, turn on the
meanwhile,
down. Meanwhile, on the side, Conan, Liffy might be going down to Kai.
Kai is tickling.
I guess reset here. That could be really big. He gets reset.
Oh wait, go.
The first kill. He continues on.
RE. Where's your... Oh no! Oh,
Oh my god, barely dodging the
Kai
ult.
played that fight so well.
I played that so phenomenally. Playing the RE, pressing the RE, and getting those 2 kills.
Yo, bro's got bars. What the fuck? Holy. So I mean, like we were saying, we do need these big plays. I mean, like, Fruitcake can just sit here and bleed out. But I mean, without Mason engaging on Stanley there, like you don't get that play. So like, they could just sit there and like, let them farm up and but no, like they need to be making plays. They already lost Soul, so they just need to like fight for their lives, and it's working. Obviously, the later we go, the more gold people have, so they eventually hit full build. We're not quite there yet, but it's looking a little less dire now. Still not good for Fruitcakes, but that was a really nice fight.
Yeah, and I mean, Linchy doing a diversion into Collector for the RFC, but now...
Linchy getting stunned there, or charmed.
Linchy almost going down, not quite as that immediately that a little bit too greedy.
Linchy played that so well. I mean, that's the Jin thing, right? You kind of like middle front line a little bit. While your health gets low, you step back, you pop that ult, and you just like... shoot some heads.
I mean, once the fight's starting to end, everybody starts to get low. That Jin ult is so much hit.
And that is the Baron that we were talking about. They don't have the fastest Baron here, especially without the Viego. But now that Viego's here, again, it's pretty slow for a Baron, but I mean, what are Ari and Darius going to do here? So it doesn't really matter.
Yeah. Fruitcake's just opting to farm side lanes, make sure that their lanes aren't too pushed in for that Baron power play. Just trying to delay it a little bit.
Yeah, this is a tough spot here, macro wise, just because I mean that Elder is coming up in 20 seconds. They just got the Baron, so if they decide to send some, I guess there are no side lanes shoved in right now, but and Stanley has that TP. They could theoretically just like send Stanley somewhere else to pressure that while they fight on Elder, but it looks like they're all just sending all 5 there.
Yeah, unfortunately, it's a little bit too late to try and get any side lane pressure with the Aries. Obviously, I had
Mason does not have full rage, which is really unfortunate here. MF ult dropping. Jin got the drag.
As this fight feels unwinnable now.
And that should be the game.
That might be the game right now. Yeah, Liffy has another good build on the side as Stanley and Apari get Kai in the Drake pit. And yeah, I think that's the same. Mid lane is already pushing in. Opponent running down Kathy, not letting her play the video game.
Oh no! Wait!
Oh! No! To get it with the overburst, but you really can't be messing those up. You've done that 2 times in the game. Getting some really good picks. Because every once in a while, messing up that Alistar combo.
Yeah. So
regardless of
that okay, I will say for that last fight, the MF ult was really good by Kathy. It could have gone to anyone. If Shyvana had a little bit of fury there, she could have ulted in, gotten that smite. She still has smite up. But like, I mean, that was the play. Yeah, that's what needed to happen. It was just unfortunately they didn't quite have. I think that like that fury or rage. I don't know what they call it. Fury is like the.
It is. I think it's fury.
I think it's fury. All right, let's see if we have another.
If anybody tells us it's not, then
you can.
They're wrong.
Oh, true MVP. So someone in chat said RNJ said MVP Apari. Did they pay out the channel points? Okay, they did. All right, so
I mean, I think it's a little hard to give MVP here because everybody had their
everybody
moments.
just played pretty like solid.
Everybody
overall.
on Andromeda played really, really well.
I think that you could argue that that's possible because of the jungle pressure.
Yeah, I mean, I think Apari getting some really good ganks early game, managing to get the ball rolling with Stanley, and Stanley being a menace that game as well. Man, I think it's a hard MVP.
Fruitcakes are red this side. Okay, I need to regen assets. Thanks, guys.
I think for me it's It's between Apari and Stanley.
Yeah, I think that it's a bit tough because I mean
Everybody played so well.
yeah.
I'm gonna flip the money, flip the dollar bill.
What?
You
I have my main vote. You can cast your vote however your dollar
you casted your vote already.
Well, mentally, I'm not going to say it all out yet.
All right. The head side is Stanley. The tail side is Apari.
All right.
Okay, that was
Not a good flip.
There we go. It is on the head side, so my vote's going to be going to Stanley.
All right, I was gonna vote Apari, so.
All right, we'll go with Apari then. You know, the mental is stronger than the coin flip.
All right, I need to set up some stuff here, because these guys hate me and switch sides.
True.
Alrighty,
and I'll be back shortly. I'm going to go hydrate myself. Everybody, make sure to stay hydrated.
Yes, yeah. It's like we should get one of those little like hydrate bots in chat. The ones that tell you to drink water like every 2 seconds. We should get one of those.
Or you could get like the screen thing that tells you to blink.
True? What? I don't know what that means. All right, we are generating new assets here. Draft should be starting any minute now. Assuming they start on time, unlike last time. Cough, cough. All right, so it did appear that Fruitcakes claimed red side, so that is what we are going with. I assume the rosters aren't changed. Going off of the original stated rosters and of course the picks last game, we are going to be listing Liffy as the ADC here and Honin as the support. So that is exciting. They have decided to be late to draft again, so that's awesome. Good job, guys. But yeah, we can look at some of the I guess the stats aren't really different this time, but I don't know. So looking at draft last time, we got the Kane and Thresh and Victor bands. I expect those might not change. I mean, because who performed really well on Andromeda? Everyone. So like, I mean, like you might ban the Lux, but like you already have. I don't think that any of the picks that popped off that game are. I think it would have been worse than any of their main champs, or not main champs. But like,
I think if I were Fruitcakes, I would just go with the same round one bans, those being the Kane, the Thresh, and the Victor. But maybe, I don't know. Oh, whoops, I was muted. I was saying if you're Fruitcakes, it's like Jacob said, it's really hard. Because like if you don't ban that Kane, Thresh, Victor, I think you're going to be in an even more rough spot that game. So I think bans honestly stay the same for both sides. I don't see any real changes here. Maybe the round 2 bans get moved around. Once the opposing side has picked 3 champions, you sort of know what the remaining 2 that bothered you last game were.
God, okay, the drafts started. Thank God, these guys, these late motherfuckers. Yeah, I'm working on it.
All right, cool. There we go. I got it.
All right, so we are going to see the Zag come down again, exactly the same as last time. I expect we'll see the Kane first ban. Is the border a little off? I think it is.
It's close enough.
Both are like, it's like centered. I don't know. It's blame Dean. Hashtag blame Dean. Guys, can we get a blame
it's all
Dean?
Dean's fault.
If anyone is listening to us, just say blame Dean in chat. All right, so yeah, we see the Thresh. I expect. Wait, did they? Okay, so the Wukong. Just like that game. Wow, ooh, that came up in the mic. All right, yes, then the Kane comes down. I mean, I guess they're probably spending a lot of time just to like, you can if you spend more time on your bands, you can talk more about your picks. And there's Victor and Udyr, just as expected. From the first pick here, it's I'm not really sure what they're gonna do. I feel like we could see the Lux or the Jhin. Because of course both of those champions were not banned and performed incredibly well and have flex potential in terms of Jin flex for players. In terms of like, it can either be Honan or Lithy in the ADC role, or in for Lux, it can be Stanley or Lithy, and then that can determine who is in the. Okay, and they just took this edge. Never mind. Who cares, guys? Why am I even here? Why am I talking? What am I yapping about? Who cares? Who knows? Guys, stop! No one's watching. We have 20 people here, and none of them said like blame Dean.
Yeah, no one's actually paying attention.
No one's
to
actually. We have 19 people here, and no one said blame Dean. God, come on, guys. If we're not getting paid, at least we can get some blame Deans in chat. What do you mean question mark? I said if anyone is listening, said they blame Dean in chat, and Arnie hits me with the question mark. What do you mean? Arnie said it, or you're a fake fan. All right, so we do see the MF and Lux coming down. Of course, we had that MF last time. MF is not one of Kathy's like premier picks. Generally, I think it's a newer thing to her pool, but she's been practicing it a lot. It played pretty well last time. There were a lot of plays which wouldn't have happened without her. And the Lux, Eden, I think, is one of his main picks. And then additionally, it is taking it away from Andromeda. Pari says he thinks it's Honan Sejuani.
Yeah, I mean, I haven't seen a Pari play very much Sejuani in the past. That is going to be the Honan Sejuani, I guess. Yeah. Who said that in chat? Arnie, yeah, Arnie, you're just the GOAT, I guess. You know your stuff. Oh, absolutely, Arnie. You have this guy on lock. You should have been a player this season. That way. Yeah, true. Oh my goodness, he's run it before.
Oh my god.
Damn.
Oh my god.
Arnie with the memory of an elephant. He doesn't forget, nor does he forgive. As we continue in the draft, Kai picking up the Kiana for himself. Again, like we said last game, he is an absolute menace on those assassin picks. And he performed really well on that Ahri in team fights.
Oh yeah.
Despite the big deficit that they had. So I think putting him on something like the Kiana is really strong. You just have to be careful with the rest of your comp. Stanley, I would assume that's Stanley on the Lux again. Oh no, that's not Stanley on the Lux. It can't be because Stanley's not on that team.
After that for like 45 seconds.
My bad.
This is exciting. Wow, I love this for them. It's because sometimes when you see I have like a stompy draft for the same bands, you see some pretty repetitive stuff. But,
you know what? No one said it might be Mason Kiana. That could be the case. Maybe.
I want to see.
Maybe
Kai
chat.
again.
Are we just bad at doing?
Even can we get you guys up? Like, can we get Arnie and Noam in here? Like, what's going on?
Yeah, like what? Huh?
What the Sigma? All right, so coming down. All right, so it seems like they hate Eric because they banned Trundle. So
true.
That's pretty rude. I think it's Kiana. I think it's Kai. I'm putting my money down. Putting my money where my mouth is. $20 to anyone who disagrees with me. Not again. I'm not doing that again.
Oh yeah, true. I'll bet you again.
I do think it's Kai.
I don't know enough about these players to make that choice. That is a Yorick.
It is, and that's a classic Stanley pick.
That is Bean Yorick top. I have seen Bean play the Yorick mid, so like as with the Scion, not unexpected to see him move that to the top lane. I don't know how it does into the Darius. I'm not a top lane player. I don't know any matchups. I know nothing.
Fuck those guys. Why aren't they saying question mark? What does this mean? What is he referring to? Is it us or is it Noah? Please let us know. Rakan. Oh, so it is the wait. So it's Kiana jungle, Lux mid for con support.
That might also be a Darius jungle. Who knows? No, actually, no. There's no way. That's probably Kiana jungle. Yeah, Lux mid Rakan support.
All right, let me make these assets real quick so we can actually talk about the numbers. I am going to keep my league open so I actually see if I get invited. I'm not going to make everyone wait for me this time.
So that's Honan Sejuani.
So no, it is.
It looks like it is based on draft.
Yeah, 100%. How
do we think that Lithy's going to be playing this Kaisa? Do we think that's going to be an AP Kaisa? Do we think that's going to be an AD Kaisa? What do we think here? Because although AD Kaisa is more popular just generally,
Mhm.
In scrims specifically, we've been seeing a lot of AP.
Oh, sorry. What did you say? I wasn't listening.
Yeah, so AP Kaisa is generally more popular in scrims, but
But that's shit's
AD
cringe.
is usually the pick of choice for most people.
I would be interested to check if Lithia has been playing this pick recently. Just because, like, if it's in the match history, we will be able to see. And it's also it could have been a little sign. We could have predicted it if we had known. If perhaps one way to find out. I'm gonna look it up right now. Okay, wait. I need to keep my game open in case they add me. Guys, these still haven't made a lobby yet. What's going on with these fellas? And fellas is a gender neutral term. I think. Is fellas a gender neutral term?
Sorry, what?
Is fellas a gender neutral term?
Fellas, I like to think it is, but generally my preferred like group, my group word, my group pronoun is y'all.
Y'all is pretty solid.
Y'all is fantastic.
All right, so I'm just looking. Lithia played a Kaisa game 2 days ago and went for a hybrid build.
Hybrid being AP in this context.
Gitsu Snashers.
Yeah, Shiv Rageblade Nashers into AP. Yeah, when I said AP, maybe I should have been a little more clear. I meant the poke build.
Okay, so it looks like we are. I mean, historically has been. All right, we have Mason in chat. I think I'm undefeated on it. Well, we can check because I generated the assets. Woo, guys,
Yeehaw.
casters doing things.
I'm a fake caster, I guess, because I do nothing.
Oh my god! Wait, what is
I
it?
sit here.
What is that? Why? What? Okay, I mean, of course, like this data doesn't matter, but like this is interesting. I didn't. Is this what it said last time? Am I? Crazy?
No, this is not what it said last time. We had a lot more.
What is going on?
Oh no, these are player matchups, so it is the same as last time.
I don't remember. Oh, right, no, because we just skipped over this.
Yeah.
All right, so on these champions,
There you go, Mason. Yes,
Yeah.
Mason, you are undefeated out of one game.
Holy shit, this guy's cracked.
Oh.
Can I be funny? No, I can't. I was gonna add it like text that said this guy's cracked, but I don't know how OBS works. Text. Can I? Okay, I'm gonna say this guy's cracked at key. This guy's cracked. I can't really draw an arrow though. Wait.
Well, you can just.
Yeah. How do I open? 1 sec. Hold. How do I edit the text? God dang it.
Well, if you add a white background, you can just cover his name with it.
Oh, true. I wanna like I can just like add an arrow like in text.
Oh, true.
How do I edit the text, guys? Properties?
Yes.
Yeah. Here, I'll make it real flat. This guy's cracked.
He is. Look at him. 1-0 on the Kiana jungle.
Wow.
Kai, surprisingly, not having a very good record on the Lux.
Who else can I put
he
this
is
at?
Oh
my god.
0-4 on that pick.
Yeah.
Apari also historically not doing on the Viego. He did not show us that side of his Viego
But
last
after
game.
the last game MVP, I think we can say
His Apari is yes, true. His Viego is also cracked.
so. All right, good bit. It's over. Yeah, so we have the undefeated Kiana. We really don't have much data on these champions. Some surprising stats for some of them, like for example, like the Kai on Lux, I expected to be a lot better. Just like based on the way I've seen him play.
Mm-hmm.
Stanley is known for the Vex, so you know you have to see better numbers. But these players are all very good at the champions. They just like sometimes pick them in unfortunate scenarios. Season records overall, we Kiana totally undefeated actually. So that's pretty poggers. Test? You're not. God damn it! How long has that happened? God, motherfucker.
No, I'm muted.
Oh, you're deafened. Why are you deafened?
So I can test my mic.
Why are you testing your mic?
I've been told that it sounds muddy.
By who? Why are they not talking in chat? Guys, talk in chat. I hate you if you don't talk in chat. Guys, if somebody doesn't say in chat, something in chat in the next like 20 seconds, I'm going to cry. I'm going to cry in real life, and Stav's going to confirm it.
Yeah.
Your mic sounds louder now. Say something.
Yes, I know. I made it louder, so
Okay,
I can put it a little bit further away from my face.
Okay, I'm going to turn it down until the levels are similar in OBS. All right, RNJ said, okay. Fujer got a high. RNJ got a sad face. I appreciate you guys. I'm not going to cry. Stav is confirming I'm not crying. I'm silently observing. I appreciate you, RNA. I appreciate you. I appreciate all our silent observers, but I appreciate our loud observers more. I will say.
Arnia, you have been the least silent observer out of everybody.
Well, RNA is definitely the least silent. So if you're silent, what does that make everyone else? I think that makes them haters.
True.
So everyone except for Fujer and RNA are haters. Because like we really have 17 people, and only 2 of them will say anything to us. What is that shit?
I mean, I'm one of the 17.
Okay, I'm also one of the 17 years. Right?
So like 15 people watching.
Yeah. And
well,
like,
actually,
and I'm sure that like a few people are in the game. So like, wow, that space tuna guy, it's pretty fucking annoying if you ask me.
Yeah, true.
All right, so we do have the game starting relatively soon. So just like going to champ matchups, we have no data for the top lane. Kiana has beat Viego. Is that actually 5.75? So that looks like that was Mason on the Kiana in that matchup. So he's undefeated in the Kiana versus Viego matchup. So that's pretty exciting. Unless it's just like a very coincidentally similar KDA, which is possible.
I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if we picked it up as a counter pick to the Viego.
Yeah. And then the stats reset, which is awesome. Thanks, Dean. Guys, everything's Dean's fault.
I'm blaming Dean.
I'm blaming Dean. If I were in chat right now, I would write blame Dean. But I'm not in chat. I am in chat, actually.
All right, and we are officially in game number 2 of Fruitcakes versus Andromeda. Can Fruitcakes manage to mount a mental comeback after that first game? Or will Andromeda keep the ball rolling and get a clean 2-0?
What's your prediction? Call it. Call it right now. I'm going to say the opposite thing as
you. I mean...
That sounded painful. What? That like groan sounded like it hurt.
Well, I think that generally Andromeda's team comp is a little less cohesive.
Predict.
I think Fruitcake's going to take this. I'm a Fruitcake's believer.
Can you speak to what?
I'm going to put
is it just
all
vibes
points
or
on Fruitcakes?
Is it the vibes?
Which right now is 10. Well, actually, no, it's 5.8.
Guys, Dean, guys, can we? I want to prediction a feature to Dean. Okay, can we?
5.8K.
You know the classic like brewer stocks on the rise, right? It's classic.
I have put all of my channel points on Fruitcakes this game.
So I
need you guys to win.
I might make a suggestion to Dean, the server owner. Can we? I want to do a different like blockchain coin for every player. So when you say that like, Eden stocks are shooting up, we can literally invest in Eden.
Up.
Yeah.
They actually go up. And then we can insider trade.
Yeah, exactly. So you can throw games and
that's so exciting. Yeah. That's so cool.
So I think that's my as an admin of the server, this is my recommendation for the future.
Mm-hmm. I like that a lot.
And if you don't have anything to say against it, then don't type in chat. And if you don't type in chat, that means you support my idea. See, this is how I get people to come out, right?
All right.
Beautiful cue.
Kathy getting some poke down onto Liffy. Kathy seems to be pretty comfortable on that misfortune last game. Able to apply some pressure. Although, with Sejuani, if Sejuani takes Q, they're really, really strong level 1. So
it's true.
Curious to see whether. Oh wait, why did Andromeda not get level 2 there off of that third melee falling? They're level 2 now. Fruitcake's not looking for any crazy punishes off of it. But again, same kind of deal both in the top lane and the bot lane, where Fruitcakes are looking to get a quick low push into third wave crash in both of those lanes. So maybe we'll see something similar in the early game to last game. Who knows?
Stav, I bet 200 points for Andromeda, so if you lose, I get 1 billion points.
And then you have to give me some.
Yeah, 200 points. All right. So why am I looking
Eric
at OBS?
not quite being able to get that clean crash on the third wave, but should be able to get that on the fourth wave and then eventually get a quick little cheeky cheater back to get himself a really early lead.
It's true. All right. So nothing happening. Stop. This is boring. Can we have some kills? Wait. Prediction. Stop. Who's gonna get first blood?
I think it's going to be
Viego?
something in the bot lane right now. Actually, no. Never mind. My prediction was wrong.
Oh my
Hardy's
God! That's crazy flash.
There's the stun, but not quite going.
Oh wow! The
Almost
Kai'Sa
gets
passive.
Kathy with that last shot.
All right.
Very, very, very close. But good map play by Andromeda. Kathy not quite getting hit by that that W by Liffy. And yeah,
I think that
Andromeda turning that pressure around, able to get a good gank and get a good back here off a crash.
I think Kian is gonna get first blood.
Oh, and Kathy didn't even use any summoners there.
Oh, that's
yeah,
pretty
that was
impressive.
crazy. You're so right, Arnie. Maybe you should be a captain.
Yeah, can we get
I'm not looking
Arnie in
close
here?
enough
What's
to the
going on
game.
here? What time is it in New Zealand right now? I'm sure he's. All right, according to Google, it's it's like 1 p.m. there. Yeah,
noon.
come on. You gotta get that guy. Wait, so okay.
So
So
Yeah.
Arnie is allowed to talk about Kathy's balls. Can I talk about Honen's sauce?
Atari
Are
maybe
we-
going a little bit too
Kiana
deep
first blood.
into
Kiana
this
first blood.
jungle.
Kiana first blood. Kiana first blood.
Kiana first blood almost there,
Oh,
but
Lux
it's
first blood.
almost
Kai
the Lux
stole
first
it.
blood going down
Oh
to
my
Kai.
Arnie said absolutely not. Oh my God! And Eric steals the other one.
Eric runs down and takes the kill.
We didn't. Yeah.
Honestly,
Wow.
pretty good on the
Ooh,
Darius.
ooh.
You know,
We're gone.
you didn't getting a pretty funky engage there.
Oh yeah.
Able to just to bother this Ronnie a little bit, tickle bristle the boar, and then get back out.
I'll tickle your no.
I'll bristle your boar.
Yeah. Oh my God! Wait. Oh wait.
Really funny play, but
Wait,
Eric did not
wait.
take
Stop.
aggro there.
Stop. We're stupid. It's Stanley Top.
Wait, what's? Oh my God! It is Stanley
Guys,
Top. What?
nobody in chat is listening to us. Nobody noticed.
Clearly, I'm not listening to us either.
Wow. Oops. These motherfuckers keep tricking us.
Right?
They're these Weasley mother assholes.
True.
All right, so this is actually more of a classic Stanley pick, the York top. And I believe we have seen Bean on the Vex before. So this does probably make a bit more sense regarding what I understand as their champ pools. I didn't notice this until now. So sue me. Don't sue me, guys. If you sue me, I will cry. Nobody.
And I will be there to confirm
Yeah,
it.
none of you have any rights. You sacrifice all rights when you watch the stream. Okay? Do you understand?
True. It's like when you sign up for Disney Plus.
Yeah,
Disney,
exactly.
You can no longer ever sue Disney for anything.
Yeah, that's like me, but you listen to me talk once and you can't sue me.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, so back to the game. As we saw in that exciting play where Kiana did not get a single kill, Fruitcakes did get both of the kills there, and they dropped down the dragons. That is already 1.5k literal gold plus like 200 gold for a dragon. I don't know. I don't know how that works. Actually, let's look it up. LOL dragon effective gold.
Yeah. I don't think Drake gives that much gold.
I don't see it. I thought I would find it somewhere. Oh.
Yeah,
According to
but I mean,
Reddit-
a good start for Fruitcakes here. They have a 1.1k lead at 10 minutes in, getting a really good kill onto both the mid laner and the jungler off of a botched invade. And I wouldn't be surprised if Eric was looking for a freeze here. Not going for it this time.
This guy in his
But-
waves. Ignore that.
Not gonna look for it this time. Just gonna try and crash the play back to the back from Stanley. The game was again kind of slowed down after the first few kills, just like last game.
We will have to see if, like last game,
Bean
the game
getting a good
explodes.
trade onto Kai in the mid lane, and Kai just gets a lick right back on him.
Oh my gosh!
Kai landing a really good QR there.
Is that Jackson, I believe? Pilot in chat?
I would imagine that is Jackson, yeah.
Waves will win or lose majority games. Could not agree more.
Ooh.
But it's boring and cringe. So, oh my god, hi Jackson. Love that. Love my homies in chat. See my teammates. But yeah, so waves are absolutely important, like I was saying before. League's not about killing people, it's about waves, and that's really cool and exciting. But yeah, so they're very important, and we see I feel like both teams had pretty decent like wave mastery.
This is really, really bad for Bean here. He's supposed to back here. He doesn't have the TP. And Lux is able to clear the wave so fast at this point in the game. That's going to be a lot of minions lost for him. And probably at least one plate. However, in order to try and counter that play, Honan and Apari are looking mid, but they are going to be sought out on a ward. So Stanley's going to take that opportunity to get a clean back. Really good stuff. Good ward and good awareness to push plans that quickly. If his original plan was even to get played. As that Honan Apari duo is going to run it down to the bot lane.
Oh, Apari finds out.
Gets a really good ult as well.
The Kathy!
Oh my goodness, that's so much damage coming down. They're almost able to get the kill onto Apari. He's going any further.
Wow.
Oh,
the Lux ult!
Oh my Kai manages to get it from
Kai has been popping off.
Absolutely ridiculous. That is such good play by Fruitcakes there. Able to take the pressure that Andromeda's trying to apply and turn it right on its head. Get almost 2 kills in the bot lane, and they're able to get a lot of harass onto Liffy, get this lane shoved up. Kathy's might look to kill here, but Liffy does have R up, so if push comes to shove, I think Liffy is going to win that fight.
All right, can I yap for a second here? Can I go on a very
Absolutely.
absurd tangent? All right, so in chat, Jackson said ARAM equals team deathmatch. So you all know the famous game mode in like Call of Duty. I think is it called Gun Game? Is that the one? But
Gun Game is the one where you switch every time you die.
yes, I think that League of Legends should have a game mode equivalent to Gun Game, where each like maybe like it's not all 100 some champions, but like let's say there's like a 25 champion pool, and like selected for this game mode, and so let's talk about this game first. So Eric pops Ghost, and he is out. So
really good dodge on the
back to
W
my
by Eric.
brilliant idea. So we need a new map. That's sort of like a team deathmatch map where like you can spawn anywhere, and it's not like
Throw it on a home map.
right. Yeah. So we can do something like that, and if you get a kill, you have to switch to a new champion, and then the winner, of course, has to win on all like 25 champions. I think that would be a banger ass game.
I think so too. I wonder whether in its current state the engine can support that.
Well, because I feel like with champion like Viego, for example, like
Actually, true. Yeah.
so I think that they need to do it.
Diego, you're still just loading all the champions that are already in the game, right?
Yeah, but like I guess like so like we already load how many champions for Arena?
Yeah, for Arena you do have I think what is Arena, like 8 teams of 2, so you're loading 16 champs.
So like if we like up that number to like 2025.
Yeah, that could be a really fun game though.
And so I'm a programmer, so I of course know that this would be trivially easy. So
Yes.
Riot implemented right now. We are engaging on Maiden here. Maiden should be dead. Rip Maiden. Ult thing for Maiden? Is that, no, that's not ult. What was that? What was that? What? Why did Rakan look like that?
No clue.
It looked like ult, right?
It did.
What?
It did. Honan not quite getting the ult on the Kathy. This is really good positioning by Fruitcake. Kathy might get caught out.
Kathy doesn't ult here. Kathy ult the wall! Ult the wall!
Really good ult by Mason and really good ult by Kathy.
Oh, Party in the skull. Oh, the flash!
Backline to try and get her, but Kathy gets out again. Oh my goodness, as Bean's gonna get picked up by Mason and Kai in the back. That was a absolutely crazy fight and really dominant fight by Andromeda. I mean, by Fruitcake's Andromeda burning so much to try and get Kathy, but she's able to just slink her way out.
You know, Stanley smacking Eric over the head.
My goodness, as Mason gets into chat and says,
Dude, that's I mean, Kathy, that play was absolutely absurd.
Yeah, but really good play from Mason there, getting a really big 3-man ult on the.
Oh, I mean, that's not the whole play. Yeah, that was just really.
Both of them played so well there.
Fruitcakes. Good thing Mason will be able to play next series too.
Yeah, Stanley manages to get a kill in the top lane.
It was for counter ult, by the way. I was just looking at the run ult cooldown. It is on cooldown.
Okay.
We're not going insane. Oh, people are listening to us. We say things wrong and they'll correct us. Okay, so that's the meta. Okay, what else can we like lie about? I guess that wasn't a lie before. We were just dumb. So, lie. Kai is not popping off this game.
Kai is playing really poorly.
Yeah, he's like
game.
absolutely inting his ass off.
As we get a really good engage by Eden on the bot side.
Eden has been playing super well on the Rakan.
Yeah, as well. Yeah, that's very true. I mean, all of Fruitcakes are really stepping it up this game.
Yeah.
It seems like they got a mental reset during the short break that they gave themselves in between the previous game and the draft.
Yeah.
And they are playing very, very well, very coordinated. They know where to be on the map. They're making really good plays all around. They're able to execute their combos a lot better. The player looks for something on the Kai here. Kai getting a turnaround kill onto a Pari as Mason continues on with the Kiana. Isn't quite able to catch up to Bean, but that is also Bean's ult burned. That's a really big cooldown, and Fruitcakes is going to abuse that and try and get the Rip Herald here.
Mason is very determined to keep that 100% win rate on Kiana.
Yeah, it looks like it. He's been playing really, really well this game, managing to find a lot of really big ults to follow up with Kathy, to allow Kathy to follow up. They have a ward on Honan here. I wonder when they're going to try and go in on him. They're just going to focus down the Rift Herald, not worry too much about Honan. And yeah, I mean, really good play by Fruitcakes there to get the pick on the counter gank and then get the Rift Herald as a reward.
I want to drop a little nugget of knowledge that you taught me. The reason MF is building Bloodthirster here is that Bloodthirster? What's it called?
Yeah, it is BT.
It's because the shield allows MF to retain her passive through a hit. But it does not help her here. Oh god, Lithy missing.
Yeah, the MF.
Oh wait, is she gonna pick up the kill? Okay, no,
no, not quite. Lithy has a barrier. Yeah, but like the MF movement speed passive only drops off if you
lose
take
health.
damage. So taking damage to a shield doesn't matter.
Is Eric
also
dead?
Eric might just be dead here to Maiden.
What are these brutalizers?
He's getting sucked off by her.
God damn it! Is it?
Oh whoops! Sorry, family friendly stream.
Yeah.
But yeah, as we were saying,
Eric or Stanley stuck off Eric. That's what we were talking about.
Yes, that is exactly what we were talking about. But also with all the nerfs to the starting items, to the ADC items, BT is feeling stronger and stronger, and that's one of the reasons why MF is so strong right now. Every first item except for BT has been nerfed. So champion that builds Bloodthirster first is going to feel really good.
Love that for Kathy. Classic Kathy W. Oh, Vexel gonna miss. Gonna be unfortunate. And Mason might be dead here. Gonna hop over the wall. Not hop over. Just choose to walk away. Really nice ult from Lux there. Kai absolutely sniping Bean, who is not Stanley to be clear. Is the turret gonna fall? I don't know what health it's at. I'm not gonna look. Okay. All right, let's go. Suck him off. Suck him off.
Okay, Eric able to get a heal off. But yeah, Maiden in the baby jail did so much damage.
Oh yeah, and should be fine, but might have E coming up. No.
Yeah, I mean, if Eric can get far enough away from the Maiden, he might be able to turn that around. And Honan honestly might be looking for a dive here, but at the same time, Eden's looking to come in. Eden does have the flash up, not quite able to
the flash ult!
Shield. Flash ult by Eden, gets the make down onto Honan. This might be a kill. Really good
not worth it, I would argue.
TP coming out by Kai to the bot lane as Eric is looking to defend this tower. In the meantime, Stanley is forced is
Well, both of them are hitting
burns-
turrets right now. Just yeah, Bean and Stanley are hitting turret.
Bean and Stanley are both hitting turret, but only forced Darius to flash.
It's true. I will say the Rakan ult is probably not, or sorry, the Rakan flash is probably not worth it there. Rakan with ult W flash is like incredibly terrifying. Ooh, really good ult there from a party. It's very terrifying. So getting, trading that for what 300 gold is probably not the most impactful use of it. But I respect it. It established dominance against the other support, and really, what can be more important than that? All right, so we do look like Andromeda is looking to fight here. This is would be the third dragon soul point for Fruitcakes. So, oh no, both ults landing on two Fruitcakes, and they're just gonna get mauled to death.
Yeah, really, really good fight for Andromeda. If you're Andromeda, this is really what you want.
Yeah,
here.
I mean,
getting a good team fight, getting the Drake off of it. Yeah, that was.
You cannot be getting hit by those sigils.
That was really well played by Andromeda, and just like that, they've taken the gold lead.
Ooh. Mason, get out of there!
but like, even that, most of that gold came from shutdowns on Fruitcakes. But honestly, if you're Fruitcakes here, you're still not too worried.
No,
like that's just one Drake. The Kaisa is a little strong, yes, but like you have Kiana, you have a Lux, you have a Misfortune, you have a Rakan, all of which are able to just murk that Kaisa if she ever steps up a little too far. It's really, really hard for this Kaisa.
No one can take to engage on what?
Yeah, that is also true.
Oh, Fruitcakes,
with Eric in the side lane, there is nobody on Fruitcake who's tanking up to eat that engage. Like, who do you if Andromeda's running at you, like who do you send?
You just need to outplay and dodge it.
It's really hard.
You just need to not be there. I don't know. Yeah, I really do think it's tough because as Fruitcakes, you're trying to set up that objective early, but really what happened is that it allowed them to group up for Andromeda's really strong engage.
Mm-hmm.
But of course, you can't constantly play the game if you're ahead on the back foot, waiting for them to make plays for you to capitalize on.
Mm-hmm.
So that's pretty tough in terms of the compositional difference here.
Yeah, I think with the Kiana,
I'm gonna get a little Roomba.
You really want to be getting that flank. You need to have set up on the objective before the fight.
Lay and wait instead of like starting it first. Perhaps.
Yeah, exactly. You just need to wait for Andromeda to walk to you, use the fact that they don't know that they don't have vision set up, and just force them to face check you. Because I mean, you have the Lux, you have the Rakan, you have the Misfortune ult as well as the
When
Kiana.
did Kaisa get 4 kills?
You in that last fight?
All 4?
Not all 4.
I think she had 1.
I think she had 1.
That's crazy. How much is the gold difference now?
Yeah, that Kaisa is very far ahead, but that is like all of Andromeda's gold lead. You know, if you can kill that Kaisa, bye gold league, right?
And you
like
get
I
to
said
swing
earlier,
the
Fruitcakes has so many tools to do so.
Are they going for a dive here?
I mean, I don't think it's even necessarily a dive, right? Like, Tower is dead.
This is a bit tough for
on the next wave
against the Yorick.
Eden coming down to try and see if there's an angle onto Stanley. There isn't one.
All right, Sedge is coming to help out Bean.
Yeah, Honan looking to run top, sniffs out the dive.
Oh no, he doesn't.
Doesn't. Oh, but Fruitcakes doesn't know that Honan's here. Honan misses the ult. That's so much damage coming down by the Vex onto Mason. Lands the ult, able to. Oh my gosh! But Mason with a really good ult gets the water as well as the root.
That was a crazy roam from Honan.
Eric getting a little bit of healing, but that's only going to delay the inevitable.
Wow.
That was very, very well played by Andromeda. Despite Honan missing the ult, they're able to do so much damage, just burst down Mason to the point where he's not able to be in the fight anymore.
Mason played it really well, but I mean, at a certain point, like, they just couldn't have gone for that play if they didn't have vision. And
yeah, exactly. Like, I think it was pretty okay. Like, Andromeda wasn't 100% certain that play was happening.
Kathy drops the early ult on Baron. They're out of pressure.
Everybody low enough. Maybe the AoE down.
It at least stops the Baron.
Doing a lot of damage.
Vex is dead
Kathy
here.
looks to get it
okay.
Not an ult. Some autos down as Mason is able to barely survive as Kathy gets the that kill. Stop the Baron play. We didn't really get to see very much of what was happening in the Baron pit, but all of Andromeda was low, so I would assume that it was good damage coming out by Kathy.
All right. So we do have dragon spawning here in 30 seconds. If we see it play out like last time where Andromeda, where Fruitcakes just like sets up for the Vex and Sedge ult, which is coming up, I believe, in time, then that might be a little tough for them. But it seems like they are playing a little differently, at least with Darius maybe getting caught out here, actually. He's going to flash a wave right into Lippy, who is getting engaged on by Mason. Really chaotic team fight here. Andromeda is counter-engaging onto the backline of Fruitcakes, and even flashes away and dies. Mason retreating out. It looks like this is a lost fight for Fruitcakes, and
by the pressure as Ari just flies in from nowhere.
Mason
picks up the kill on Kai. Mason almost dying. He might die to Grom here. No, it's taking off damage, which might be able to pick that up. But yeah, again, really good Drake team fight for Andromeda, and they're just going to extend that gold lead a little bit further, get their second Drake of the game, and it's with this Sejuani
chasing down Mason. Mason should be fine here. No,
with this Sejuani, Andromeda starting to get towards that mountain skull is really big for them. I don't know if there's any
Why is Baron gold
potential on the side of Fruitcake. That Sejuani might just be immortal. As Andromeda looks to continue to press this team fight win with that Mason pick that Onan just got in the mid lane. Kathy tries to ult to do something, but alas, it's a little bit too late as Andromeda are able to pick up that Baron.
All right, it appears that the tides of this game have completely switched sides. We are now 11-11, but with Andromeda up like 4.6k gold, that's a lot of gold. I'm a real good analyst.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, that first fight where Liffy was able to pop off, get those kills and start to accelerate the gold lead, but at the same time, Pari diving into the backline there, Honan getting some really good, being able to just
Mason having to burn ult.
Fruitcake.
I will say, Liffy has been like really quietly, just like this whole series playing incredibly well. During team fights especially.
Yeah. And I mean, look at that CS difference as well.
Yeah, I mean,
she's just out farming Kathy by so much.
Just like, yeah, both games of this series just like been really absolutely like, we haven't really talked about it much just because like, I mean, ADCs are kind of, I mean, you know, you have an NFL drop in, but like, oh, Kais is autoing them, you know, but like she's playing very solidly, so that's what a shout out.
Yeah, I somehow managed to look away right during both of those fights. I was able to take the first look, but
that's not good.
Do a lot of damage to this
that is bad.
She's just hitting from the back line as well, yeah.
Ooh, no, do not go in on that.
Bean lands the ult, but yeah, should not go in on that as Lippy picks up another kill there.
Yeah, this is as you know how I said before, I was like, oh, this doesn't look very good. This is not. This is drastically bad, perhaps.
Yeah, again, we're in the situation where Stanley's applying so much pressure on the side lane,
oh my God,
forcing at least one to come over, and that gives Andromeda an opportunity to
Honan is no
lane, just get that for completely uncontested. Honan tanking the tower.
Oh, Liffy flashes into like soul dies to MF, no!
Liffy almost dies there, Honan goes down. Yeah, without Liffy, without Honan, I don't think you can continue the siege here.
Yep.
And Andromeda gets 2 towers and an inhib, and are able to just get a reset. That was the first Baron push. I don't know exactly how long is left on the Baron. I think it's about like halfway over, would be my guesstimate. Probably a little less than half.
No, it's like almost over.
Oh, wait, what? Huh? How long is the Baron respawn? I thought it was 5
have
minutes.
no clue.
Oh yeah, it is 5 minutes. So there's like 30 seconds left in it.
Yeah. Look got Mythic. I love that guy. Hi, Mythic.
So, yeah, again, this game, Fruitcakes seems to be so far ahead in the early game,
It's true.
and is absolutely pulling through. The game is sort of slipping out of their hands here. Kaisa able to do so much damage in those team fights. She's sitting on 3 items now at 11k gold. That's 2,000 gold up on a counterpart.
Right.
As Stanley might get caught out in the side lane here, as he was able to pick up Eric. This might just be a 3v1
Wait, where did that ult damage?
as Eden
What was
comes in.
that?
That was a Honan arc.
Why did it do 1 billion damage?
Beat me as Sejuani diff, I guess. Well,
Honan diff,
Sejuani is going Rod of Ages.
Okay, well,
So
that might be the game? Question mark?
that might just be the game as Andromeda is able to just turn that fight around.
I mean, 2 lanes barreling down in his are locking to be destroyed. Yeah, this is just it. Wow, because Fruitcakes had such a strong lead in the beginning. There was that one dragon fight which seems to turn the tides, and now it looks like you would never guess at this point that Fruitcakes was ever ahead as the Nexus falls. I mean,
Yeah,
wow.
that's a 2-0 for Andromeda.
Yeah,
MVP this game, I think
it's between Lithy and Stanley.
I think it has to be Lithy for me.
I think so, especially considering that like Lithy very silently last game also did like a ton of stuff. Stanley did do a lot more damage in this game and did a lot more turret damage as well. Which is this one? No, damage taken from champions. Where's turret objective damage? Is it not on here?
Wait, that's crazy. That's a thing.
What?
Being able to just like click the arrows and see that's
Yeah.
so cool.
It is cool.
I didn't know that.
Damage to structures. Right? Where is it? Damage to turrets. Yeah, I mean,
Yeah,
That's where
I think Stanley did more damage than the rest of the game combined.
yeah. So I do think that there's definitely an argument to be made for either of these players. I'll leave it up to you. As you let me pick the last one.
I maybe I'm biased towards ADCs, but I have to give it to Lithy here.
All right.
She like regardless of what was happening in the side lane, a lot was happening in the side lane, right? I'm not gonna say that Stanley didn't absolutely pop off that game, but regardless of what's happening in the side lane, Lithy was able to pop off in those team fights, farm really well, all while just being able to pump out damage in the team fights. Like I said, if that miracle Drake fight didn't happen, then this would have been a completely different game.
Yeah, absolutely. Should we try and drag one of those 2 in here for this call?
Yeah. Who do you wanna pull?
Well, so Apari was our MVP first game, and he was our second game. Both of them are still in call, so I could steal either.
Whoever you would prefer to pull in.
Let's take Apari. I know he's he's a Twitch streamer, right? So maybe he'll have some.
He'll have a lot to say.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, let's go.
Where did he go? I tried to steal him and it didn't work. Hello, you've been abducted.
Oh shit! Hi.
Hi. Sorry
Howdy.
for taking you without announcing it, but we announced it to stream. You just weren't listening, probably.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I'm here.
Hell yeah.
What's up, lads?
Congratulations. How
Oh yeah, no, we won.
Yes, you did.
You did do that.
So you.
I'm
You got our MVP.
Oh, I'm the MVP. Okay, yeah. I mean, as expected of the king, but hey.
Oh yeah. I mean, who else would it have been?
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, that first game was really something special.
Oh my! I read Mason like a book. Holy.
Yeah, tell us about that. What you had a really good read as well on a couple plays in the early game 1 on the mid lane, as well as just some really good counter ganks throughout the series. Was that something that you were sort of like researching and like looking at how Mason plays, or were you just on point getting the vibes right that game?
Well, I mean, I'm typically better at reading in jungle anyhow, and I mean, I've played against Mason enough to know that he goes for the fucking level 3 dragon cheese.
Yeah.
Bro never learns. Apart from that, though, I mean, counter ganks, it's more so just like the intuition of like, okay, if an objective is going to be here, or there's an important thing to be had here, then I need to be here to interrupt said play.
Yeah,
Mhm.
and I think that's something that you guys, if you have a Honan in your pocket, it makes
Oh, yeah,
sort
no.
of objective plays like I mean, really, really great. Obviously, Eden also did a good job of roaming, but like Honan, I mean, that's his thing, right? He will follow the jungler around from the map at any time on the clock. He will be there and he will win fights for you.
Bro, Honan's the GOAT, like, unironically.
Yeah, no, it's absolutely fantastic to see. I mean, from any champion he picks, you'll see a play style, whether it's Sejuani or Thresh or the Alistar or whatever else. It's really special. It's awesome to see you guys playing together. I mean, you guys have been playing together like quite a lot, like the last couple of like I guess events and seasons.
Yeah, no.
So it's been
my sister also did really good.
Oh yeah, I mean she got our MVP for the second game. And so we were gonna interview her next, I think, as long as she's down for it.
Oh, she's really shy with interviews.
Mm-hmm. So okay, we can actually it seems like everyone except for Honan left the call anyway.
Yeah.
But yeah, so is there anything else you want to say about the series or the the first game specifically that you got MVP in or
first game specifically. I mean, all right. One thing I do want to talk about that I think that I played really well. I don't know if y'all caught this on the stream, right? I forget if it was first game or second game, but there was a time where they had scuttle vision. There was a time where they had scuttle vision over the grub pit, and I shot my mist directly through the scuttle pit to keep myself invisible so I could just take it without showing on map.
I think I did miss that. That's crazy. No, I mean, because it's the kind of thing like, Viego is obviously one of your like most played champions in scrims. I'm not sure about, I assume also in general, but like, it's like once you get enough of those like games and you have enough hours in it, like it's the kind of stuff that just like people don't notice, but like it makes the difference in these games, right?
Yeah, no, that's a part of Viego I feel like isn't talked about enough. You can just use your mist to hide yourself on map.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's actually so OP,
and it's really interesting, right? Because of course you hide yourself and sometimes reveal yourself with it. So it's really interesting, like little minigame that you play.
Yeah, no. Another thing that I think I did pretty well was the dragon fights of game 1.
Mm-hmm.
It's just that I managed to catch out Mason twice by literally just sitting in Dragon Pit, waiting for someone to get low over the wall, and then R-ing.
Yeah,
and then just resetting, carrying the fight off that.
Yep.
One thing that that I gave my teammates a panic attack for was the Elder Drake.
Yeah. Oh my god.
So
because it was Jin that ended up securing that round.
No. But all right, here's something, and Honan can tell you, I have the faith of the Catholic Church in my team.
Yeah.
Like, here's the thing. I knew we had Jin. I play enough Jin to know that Jin can outsmite that, right?
Uh-huh.
So literally, I just chased Shyvana, trusting Lithi would get it.
Yeah, and she pulled through.
Yeah, she pulled through.
Yeah,
my gamble works all the time.
Exactly. 80% of the time it works 100% of the time, right? But
99% of gamblers quit before they hit it
exactly.
big.
You are not part of the 99%.
Oh no.
I am not part of the 99%.
But yeah, so you guys, it really like showed that you guys, like it feels like for Andromeda, you guys really like play towards the team. You guys like respect each other. You really like trust each other, and that makes some maybe peculiar draft decisions that might be a bit harder to convince other teams. It feels like you guys just give the go button, and you guys just play off that like synergy really well.
Well, it was my kingly decree that we trust Honan.
Yeah. Oh, of course.
Trust Honan 110% of the time. 110%. Never doubt him.
Never. But yeah, so yeah.
I also think trust is just a really big part of succeeding in the team dynamic.
Mm-hmm.
At least for Andromeda.
Yeah, absolutely. And you guys really show why that style of play works, because you guys just make you guys pull the craziest stuff off, and you guys are now 2-1 in the standings. So in the top.
Oh yeah, we are, aren't we?
Yeah. So you guys are I don't know exactly how the standings works, because there's a 2-0 team and you guys are 2-1, so you guys have the same amount of wins, but so you guys are first or second. I don't know how that mathematically plays out, but
I think
second.
Was also
I think we're technically second. I don't know.
I don't know.
Second.
We'd have to
Rift Sharks is a very baller team. Can't wait to beat them.
Oh yeah. Same here.
I like the confidence.
All right.
Yeah, no.
So I think with that, unless you have any closing remarks.
Closing remarks to all junglers in the server. I'm fucking coming for you.
All right. Love that.
remember who the king is.
with off the 2 Viego games. All right, so with that, Andromeda takes the victory
Owen comes in just to drop a wrench and leaves. Drops a steel pipe.
All right, I think that's a pretty good representation of Andromeda right there. Andromeda takes it over Fruitcakes. Our next series is, let me pull this up, is going to be on Sunday. And it is going to be Restruct versus 101 Thieves. That'll be a very exciting series, just like this one was today. Thank you all for watching. Thank you for the interview of Pari. And I think that we're going to sign off.
Thank y'all for watching!